Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we will be building a simple basic network configuration on Packet Tracer. So let's get started. So first we'll add a few endpoint devices, a few PCs. When we add the PCs, we'll start off with a couple of switches. Let's use these switches, switch there and a switch here. And we'll add a router. And we can use this router. Then we'll make the connection. So if we come here to connections, we use the copper straight through connection cable to connect PC0 using a fast Ethernet port 0 to the switches fast Ethernet port 0/1. The same thing with PC1, use the fast Ethernet port to fast Ethernet port /0. Then we'll do the same thing on this side. So once we make those PC to switch connections, fast forward time a little bit, as you can see everything's green and up and running. Before we continue with the configuration, I just want to show you a quick example. On this side of this network, we will be assigning IP addresses. In the beginning, when you're using Packet Tracer, it's always good to make notes of what IP addresses you'll be using. It's easier to learn. So I'll make these notes. On this network, we'll be using 192.168.1.2 for this PC, and this PC 192.168.1.3. Please note, this is the network portion of the IP address, and this is the host portion. And the host, as you can see, the devices, I left number 1 out purposely, and you'll know why in a bit. I'll tell you the reason why in a bit. But let's continue now. So these are the 2 IP addresses that I will be assigning to these PCs. So let's go ahead and assign the IP addresses to the PC. So now this is the benefit of having the notes of the IP address, so you can see clearly, especially when you're learning in the beginning. So double click the PC, go to desktop, then we'll go to IP configuration, come here, assign the IP address that we want to. Subnet mask automatically is populated. We'll go through subnet mask in depth in another video. And default gateway, we'll leave it blank for now. I'll go through in the next step. Same thing with PC2. We'll come here, PC1, sorry, give it the IP address that we made in our notes, 168.1.3, then leave it. So in networking, there's something called a ping command. Pinging is what we use to check connectivity between devices on networks. So what we can do now is double click PC0, go into the command prompt, type ping. Then because we're on PC0, up here you can see what PC you're on. We want to ping the other PC on the switch. So it will be 192.168.1.3. So ping 192.168.1.3, and we'll ping. As you can see, what the ping command does is we're pinging from PC0 to PC1, which is 192.168.1.3, and we're getting a reply from PC1 telling us, yes, I am here and I'm replying to you. So it's like you saying hello and someone saying hi, I'm here. So that's that. But one thing I did want to show you, this is just to show you how a switch works. If this PC was on a different network, so if we change the network part of the IP address to 2, and that means it's on a different network, and use this button to fast forward time a little bit because we're in real time. That's how Packet Tracer works. If we come here, PC2 again, PC0 again, and use the same command and ping the new IP address 2.3, press enter, we will get something called a request timed out, because essentially a switch cannot route between two different networks. A layer 2 switch, you need something called a layer 3 switch or a router enable you to ping and connect to devices on different networks. So this is why this switch won't be able to find PC1 now, because it's on a different network. We'll go through that in more depth in a different video, but let's go back and change PC1 back to the IP address that we wanted initially. And for benefit's sake, let's just double check if now we can ping our good friend PC1 on IP address 192.1.3. As you can see, we're getting replies now, so they are switching. So they're working now. So now the next step in our basic network is to connect our switches to the router. Then check connectivity between this network and this network. But let's assign these IP addresses first. So go back, use our notes again. Click here. This side we want to 192.168.2 network dot, let's do 2 again because we want to leave 1 for the router port. Same thing on this side, 192.168.2.3. And now we know these are the IP addresses that we want for this. So go back and double click. You can move this a bit. So now you can see you're on PC2. We'll go to IP configuration. Configure the IP address 192.168.2.2. Subnet mask automatically gets populated, as you can see again. We'll leave the default gateway and the DNS blank for now. Same thing with this side. Come back here. IP address 192.168.2.3. Subnet mask. So basically this subnet mask 255.255.255.0 is a basic class C subnet mask, which we'll go through in detail and in depth in a future video. But let's get to it now. So now, as you can see, we've assigned all the IP addresses for our endpoints, our PCs. What we want to do now is connect our switch to the router. So we'll get the copper straight through cable. Now using the gigabit Ethernet port to the gigabit port on the router, which is 0-0, the first one, and same thing on this side, and 0/1. So there you have it. Please note one thing, as you can see, unlike the switch, the router's cable and connectivity is red. This is because we need to configure the ports on the router, and the way you do that is by going into the CLI mode. So you can see the ports are down. If you hover over it, you can see gigabit port Ethernet 0-0 is down, 0-1 is down, and 0-2. But we're concerned about the two first ones that we use, 0-0 and 0-1/1. So we'll come back here. One thing I want to show you, especially when you're learning in the beginning, to see what ports you are in when you're configuring, and it makes it easier, is go up to preferences, options, preferences, then always show port labels on this side, and continue. And now you can see this is the two ports that we want to configure. You can make it like that to make it more clearer. So this port is 0/0, and this port is gig 0/1. So once we go into the router, go into CLI mode, first question you'll see in the beginning would be, would you like to enter the initial configuration mode? Press no. Then once we press no, we'll go to press enter, then type in enable. Now we're in privilege mode, then we'll type in configure terminal, Then this will take us to the global configuration mode. Then from here, we can configure the interface that we want. So we need to go to the interface configuration mode. So go to interface and pick what one that you want to. So first we'll start with G0/0. Then click enter. Now we are in the the interface configuration mode. As you can see the if, then we can assign the IP address to this interface. So we want the IP address, type in IP address 192.168. Remember the IP address that we left on the host part of the IP was 1, and that was we left for the router for this port. Then you have to type in the subnet mask, which is a classic subnet mask, enter. Then you have to type in no shutdown to make sure this gigabit port will be up. So now as you can see, interface gigabit changed state to up. Now it's up, press enter, we'll go exit. So we'll come back one step and then we will configure this side now. So it'll go back and type interface and G0/1 this time. Click enter. Now we're in the configuration mode of the interface. Then we will give it an IP address 192.168.2.1, the one that we left open. So it's on the same network as the PCs, but we started from 2 here because we wanted to give the router 1. Yeah, and you have to type in the subnet mask, the classic subnet mask, enter. Then no shutdown, never forget, otherwise the port won't go up. And as you can see, change state to up 0/1, and then go exit to go back. We can close this down now. As you can see now everything's green. We'll fast forward time a little bit, and now because now we've configured the ports, we don't really need these labels anymore. But if you want it, you can always bring it back. For me, it confuses me and it's annoying having them there. So I'll go back to preferences and click off always show port labels. So now they're gone. So everything's clear and clean. That's the way I like it. So now we're here now. What we can do now, I want to show you, we'll try and ping from this network, this side to this side. Initially it won't work, and I want to tell you the reason why it don't work and the second step. Then we want to fix the issue, the reason why it doesn't work, and then check our connectivity. So as we've done in the beginning, in networking we always use the ping command to check connectivity between devices. So we'll come here, go to command prompt, click enter, new line. So let's try and ping, because we know we can ping this side because they're on the same network. Let's try and ping this side, 192.168.2.3. Oh, sorry, use ping 192.168.2.3. As you can see, it'll pinging, but it'll come back with request timed out because it's not on the same network. So what do we need to do? This is where the default gateway comes in. So what PC does, the device does when you ping it, it searches for its default gateway to ask to ask the default gateway, which is its router, please find this IP address, which is on a different network. Then the router tells it where it is, then it sends a packet. So come back and go to IP configuration, then default gateway 192.168. Remember, this one is 1.1, the first gigabyte 0/0 port that we made. We can put our notes so we don't forget, so it's on your thing. 1.1 was this side, and 192.168.2.1 was this side. So this side was this port was that, and this port was that. So this network's default gateway, exit IP address for the router was this one where we configured the port, and on this side 192.168 default gateway is this one. So we've done that one. So same thing with this PC. We'll go here 192.168.1.1. Now this PC, you can see here, so this is the good thing of having the notes. Come back 192.168.2.1, and this PC 192.168.2.1. okay, now we've added all our default gateways. Fast forward time a little bit, and if we check the ping connectivity now, it should be able to get a response from the other network, because the router would give it this access. Ping 192.168.2.3. Wait for it. The first line may come back negative, but the rest will come. That's what happens normally. So try again, ping, and it should come with reply straight away. So guys, and thank you for joining me. This is a video on a basic network on Packet Tracer, basic network configuration. In later videos we'll go in depth with more complex networks, but thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.